wheel is a little crooked and it definitely likes to walk the road. Of course, you're going to have your little squeaks and rattles in the cabin. So far, it shifts nice and smooth though. And you can hear the squeaking kind of on the steering wheel. You can see how it's a little offset. Definitely be pretty rough to drive at higher speeds, it feels like. The suspension feels good, but it definitely likes to walk, kind of shimmy left and right on the road. Okay, we're going to do a visual condition report. Now we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find. Looking at this wheel, looks absolutely perfect. Tires look amazing. Here on the fender, we do have some cracks on the flare right there. A couple stress cracks there. You can see those. All very minor. Looks like the rest of those are all good. Here on the fender, that paint looks amazing. Very, very nice. Do have a couple dimples in the paint here. Overall, that A-pillar looks nice. Got a chip right here on the hinge. A couple tiny little imperfections here and there, little scuffs. You do have some cracks right there that kind of make their way down that body line. You can see the alignment's off just a little bit right here. Overall, that door looks nice. Lower rocker. Actually, we do have a little scratch right there. And then looking at that lower rocker, a couple dimples in the paint. Got a larger one right here, and then a scratch there. Looking at this fender flare. So far, all of those look awesome. I don't see any of them that cracked. This upper section, that looks good. All of that's really, really clean. then of course this wheel is absolutely perfect as well. And then looking underneath, this all looks amazing. Then checking out the front end, let's start with the hood. You do have some cracks right there. They're very subtle. Got a little chip here. The rest of that edge looks good. Making our way down this side. A couple spots here that rubbed. Overall though, everything else looks good. A couple small scuffs here. That headlight looks amazing. Marker light looks good. Grille is nice and clean. You might have like a little rock chip every once in a while, but really nothing standing out to me right now. Got a small chip there. A couple minor scuffs on the bumper. Otherwise, though, it's really, really clean. And then, of course, looking underneath, looks nice and pretty. And the engine bay looks amazing. We'll have the full build list on the website in that description tab. The underside of the hood looks good. Beautiful build. And while I have the hood up, there is a chip right there on the edge. With the hood closed though, I haven't latched it, but it's on that underside, so you're not gonna see it walking around. All right, checking out this side. Get up close here on all of these. Looks like a small stress crack in there. Got a little one here. Now keep in mind, I am getting super, super close to this stuff so you can see. So when you're a couple feet away, you're not gonna see it. A couple more there. The rest of those look good. Wheels are absolutely perfect. Tires look amazing. All of this is awesome. Very, very clean. Looking at that fender, that looks good. We do have a crack right there. Overall, that A-pillar's clean. Do have some imperfections here. I'm not quite sure what those are, but I can feel them just on the edge. A small one here. A couple little scuffs. You do have some very minor fingernail scratches there. And then the door alignment, it's nice and tight here, but it flares at the bottom. And it kind of flares here at the top. You can see that. So I don't know if that can be adjusted somehow. Got a chip there, a couple scuffs on the edge. Little scratch right there. Looking at these, little stress crack here. And some of these have been painted over, so you will still have like the previous cracks, but then it was painted. So that's not cracked, and most of them aren't visibly cracked, but you can see it in the paint. Otherwise, I mean, this thing looks really good. Very, very clean. All this looks good. This is nice, it kind of flips up. The taillight's perfect. Nice billet trim around it. I do see a dimple right there in the paint. You can see how nice and easy that opens. Got your sub in your box here. These seats look good. All of this looks awesome. And then opening this door, because you have that bow out here on the bottom, you do have to press pretty hard. And then it opens up and you got the amp research boards. Beautiful door panel here. It does have a couple imperfections on that leather. That upper section looks nice. This is all billet. Rolls up and down perfect. Got all the custom JL audio. Looking at the jams, they look amazing. Looking at that seat. The leather in here is super, super soft. It is definitely high quality. They are very, very nice. Looking at the steering wheel. Looks amazing. This is really, really cool. Here on the front right door panel, we do have a scratch right there. A couple imperfections. Got a dimple. Speaker looks amazing. Windows roll down really nice. All of this looks good. Got a gash right there. You're going to see little scuffs up there every once in a while. Little scratches. Looking at that seat, this leather looks really nice here on the top side. On the bottom, you do have some imperfections here and there, possible stains, something on the surface there. The bolsters themselves look amazing. Got your seat buckles here. That carpet is nice and soft. You do have some scratches right there. Looking at that, all looks really good though. Got this little console. And it is lockable. And then looking back here, all of this looks really good. I don't see any flaws on these seats. All the door panels look good. Looks pretty much perfect back here.